modeling at the tender age of 2 and has since gone on to sing, act, and produce her own films and television shows. She now stars in Tinkerbell and the Great Furry Rescue. Please give it up for the fabulous Miss Raven-Symoné! Absolutely stunning.
Calm it down.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Baby, I don't want them to calm it down.
Oh, but my
because
mama's here.
Well, hi, Mama. We've watched you grow from a baby to a beautiful young woman. They supposed to give it to you, Mama, because you're showing it and you wearing it well. What you say, Rodney?
Grown now.
She's grown now, baby. Hi. Look at you.
Oh, thank you.
The last time we were together,
you
was
had
at the radio show?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, baby. You had your little dog.
I did. I have 2 poodles, a black one and a red one, and the black one is a winner. He is shown across the country. He's on his way to Japan and Brazil to show, because he needs to make mommy some money. You could sell the babies. Did you know that?
I did not know. Wait a minute, the dog is doing what?
The dog is traveling the country. I'm showing him he's winning medals, because the more medals he wins, the more prestigious he is. And the girl that I bought, which I have to say, she will be pregnant in 3 months, for sale babies. You can spend more money and, you know, get some money off the babies.
I see why a few years ago, your net worth was over $400 million, baby. Yes, I've got to say that because you're damn training dogs and selling puppies. This is what I'm talking about, the entrepreneurial spirit. That sister said, listen, y'all eating all this puppy challenge.
Pretty much.
You got to work for that.
Yeah.
Wow, Mama. Okay, so we're going to talk about that a little later.
Okay.
But let's talk about, we watched you on The Cosby Show as Olivia. And you were our darling. You were the world's sweetheart. What was that like, being with one of the greats, Mr. Cosby?
Okay, don't get mad at me.
No, ma'am.
Because I don't really remember that much. I was 3 years old. It's been almost 21 years since the show. So what I do remember, I have to say, is subconsciously. I know how to be professional because of him. I know how to act in an arena like this, and knowing that this is a business. But everything else, like the little pieces and things like that, they're fading away. I do remember the last scene of the last show where him and Miss Felicia Rashad walked off the set together, hand in hand. And I cried because I was like, oh goodness, my job is done at 5.
At 5?
I knew it was a job. I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? But then I had other dreams and my parents helped me, but yeah.
Now, Olivia, we watch you grow. Then you go to That's So Raven.
Well, there was Hanging with Mr. Cooper in the middle from ABC TGIF with Mark Curry and Holly Robinson Peete and Marquise Wilson and Sandra Quarterman and so many other people. So.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is we've literally watched you grow up in front of us. What kind of pressure was that, Raven, to be the sweet little girl from the Cosbys, to be That's So Raven, to now this woman? Was it pressure growing up in front of us?
Well, you know, it wasn't necessarily pressure, per se. I worry more about what my parents and my family's gonna say about what I do than, no offense, I love you guys, but, you know, it's the family situation. The only pressure I have is to stay myself, because there's so many people in the industry that you even work with and you call your friends, but they want to change you for the betterment of their bank account and not yours, honestly. So the more to just stay myself and be comfortable and be happy, which is why I took around 2 years off, you know, these past 2 years, because I wasn't understanding why I wasn't comfortable. So I cut off all my hair, put a weave in, but I cut off all my hair and I was like, I'm ready to go. Let's make it red, I say. Change the world, so.
Baby, do you realize how much you've changed the world? Because we don't have too many that look like you, and I keep saying a few years ago, that was worth $400 million. So you've already put your mark on the world, my sweet sister.
Thank you.
Don't you know that, baby? No, thank you. And going from that child to your first adult role, Revenge of the Bridesmaids. What was that like now? I'm an adult on television.
Well, it was funny because I got to say the D word. I still feel weird saying it in front of people I don't know.
What's
and my
the D
mama.
word?
Which one?
What is the D word? Now, I done heard of the N word, I done heard of the MF word, I ain't never heard of the D.
You're gonna think I'm so bad because I'm 24 and I say it all the time. I'm just not used to it on camera.
Yeah.
Damn, so that's what the other word was. And then, so I was able to drink wine and it was funny because my mom saw it. She's like, oh my goodness, my baby's getting drunk on TV. I don't like it, I don't like it. I said, Mom, it's okay. I can't believe I just said that. That was so
You can't believe you just said the D word?
I know, because I know that there's people watching that it's just, you know, it's...
I want to talk to those people watching right now. She's 24 years old, a grown-ass woman. Yes, she said damn. I thought it was the other D word. I thought, wait a minute, what D word, Raven? Now, when we look at you and we see 24 years old, see, when we think of mogul, we think of Oprah Winfrey. We think of, oh my God, all these businesses. At 24 years old, sister, how do you manage to run all of your businesses, the fashion line, your music, the acting? How do you manage to do all of that?
I have to be honest, it's not just me. There's so many people behind the scenes that I don't think I would be able to be who I am if it wasn't for them. My business manager, which is my mom, the team that make me look like Raven-Symoné in front of people because I don't look like this when I wake up, the managers and the lawyers who keep everything in line, the smart people that are like, you know what, Raven, I know you like this, but that's not going to work for you. And I have to just sit back and, you know, take their opinion. And I really can't take all the credit. I'm the face. I want to do it most definitely, but honestly, that's another thing that I learned from Mr. Cosby. You wouldn't and I wouldn't have ever had a show if it wasn't for the lighting, the camera, the producers, the people who pick up the trash, the people who let you into the studio. So when you think of it like that, I don't know why people have that whole air about being celebrity, because you're like one piece of the whole puzzle. It doesn't make any sense to me. That being said, I wouldn't be able to have all this without them.
Do y'all see why we love this baby? This is our Princess, baby. Don't y'all go nowhere. When we return, Raven-Symoné tells us about her new Disney project, and you don't want to miss it. Big Jim, give us some Raven-Symoné, sweet and spicy, everything nice. Aha! I am here with our sister Raven-Symoné, who plays Iridessa in Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue, now on Blu-ray and DVD. Now, Miss Raven-Symoné, we're going to talk about your movie.
Okay.
But first, I want to talk about the singing and the rapping. And is there a new CD coming?
I'm working on the 5th album. It should be out next year. Let's hope. I've been working on it for 2 years because I was lazy. So I'm here now. Hopefully, I'll get it together. And next year, there will be music. Right as of right now, I'm not on a record label, so I'm able to try all different types of music, which is exciting. So we'll see what happens.
I remember meeting this very young lady when she was such a young lady at Ricerstown Square Mall in Baltimore, Maryland. You were doing an autograph signing because you had a hit record out. It was Sugar and Spice and Everything Nice.
It was called That's What Little Girls Are Made Of. And you know who wrote it? Melissa Elliott, who now is known as Missy. Wow. So I was like, whoa, that is crazy, because now she's all famous with albums and she doesn't answer her phone.
Missy, return her calls,
I just want another song, Missy, just one more. Now,
in Tinkerbell
yes.
and the Great Fairy Rescue, and you play Iridessa.
I play Iridessa.
Tell us about it.
Iridessa is a light fairy, and she is the type of fairy that wants everything right in its place, and her best friend is Tinkerbell. Now, the cool thing about these DVD installments, we're on our 3rd one right now, is that this is the story of Tinkerbell before she met Peter Pan, the moment she's created. And Tinkerbell is actually one of the oldest characters that belonging to the Disney Corporation. So I had to be involved because, one, there's an African-American fairy, which there's not, to be honest with you, that was actually the first African-American cartoon in a Disney movie character. You know what I mean. It's a big deal.
We know what she means.
So that's a bunch of them down here.
I just want to let it be known I'm from Decatur, just so you know. I'm just letting you know.
And yes.
And Alpharetta.
And to all the fairies down here, we absolutely love you.
I do. And so we're on our third installment. Lucy Liu is a part of it. Mae Whitman, myself, and so many other people. It's a really cool story.
Well, we have a clip. Now set the clip up for us. Tell us what's happening.
So the Great Fairy Rescue, it's thought that Tinkerbell gets kidnapped by a human for the very first time, but she doesn't. However, her friend fairies don't know, and I get to use one of my fairy powers to save us.
Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what the black fairies do? Let's take a look at the clip.
Do you feel that? She's starting to break free.
I don't think so.
Now, Raven.
Isn't she so cute?
She is the cutest baby, and she saves the day.
And, oh, there's a lot more happening, but at that moment, yes.
Yes, she saves that moment
Yes,
with the light of goodness.
Exactly.
Now, let me ask you this, Raven, because we've finally gotten to a place where we can look at animation and see a cartoon that looks like us. When we get this DVD, what do you want us to walk away with?
I want you to walk away being entertained, first. Secondly, looking at a story that's what this world looks like right now. There's no emphasis, you know, on what color each fairy is. There's no emphasis of where they come from. They're being friends, helping out a friend in need, being compassionate, being loving, and they're fine.
What if, though, the world could be full of fairies and color didn't make a difference, gender didn't make a difference? So see, that's why when we say there's a lot of fairies in Atlanta, I think it's important that we say, we are just joking, baby. This is the no judgment zone. We love all our fairies. Atlanta wouldn't be what it is today.
What are those?
If it didn't have the fairies.
What are those?
Here. Now, Raven, what do you say to little girls that look at Raven-Symoné from Olivia all the way to right now, but they don't see that way? They don't have that mommy that's in their corner saying, baby, I got you the whole way through, as your mom is doing right now. What do you say to that baby that's talented, but she don't know what to do with it?
That every morning you should go into your bathroom, close the door, and look yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror for about 30 minutes. Don't say a word. Just look at yourself. And eventually, you'll understand how beautiful you are. And it doesn't matter who tells you anything else. You'll be able to look at the world as you and what you're supposed to do, and you can put the blinders up. Because every morning you see yourself. Don't say anything, don't write anything on it, because people, I've done that before, you write affirmations, and I'm like, well, not today, but no, just let it be. If you're having a bad day, have your bad day, you're allowed. But know that you can make anything change at any second of the day. So if I wake up and I don't feel so good, I say, oh, okay, I feel good now. And I make myself believe that until it happens. And if you don't have a mom and if you don't have a dad to support you, support yourself and make sure that when you do have your children, you do the opposite.
Come on, baby. Raven-Symoné, y'all give it to her, baby. Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue. Make sure you go and support. It is available right now on Blu-ray and DVD. And guess what? Everyone in the audience is going home with a copy from our girl. Up next from the motherland, boxing champion Ngo Okafor joins us. Big Jim, get it started, baby.